Breaking news, guys. President Bola Tinubu reportedly agreed to release Nnamdi Kanu. Interesting. The Genius Media Nigeria reports that President Bola Tinubu has reportedly agreed to release the IPOB leader. TGM gathered that President Bola Tinubu agreed to release Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, following the nationwide outcry. This Nigerian news platform understands that the younger brother of former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose Isaac made this known via his verified Instagram page. Taking to his page to thank President Bola Tinubu, Fayose wrote, "Good news, Nnamdi Kanu coming out anytime from now. Thank you, President Bola Tinubu, for listening to your children." Also recall that he also asked President Bola Tinubu to release the IPOB leader, after Peter Obi, asked Nigerian government to do so because that is the right thing to do. So if President Bola Tinubu had finally agreed to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is a very good news. You understand? Because he's overdue. This is someone that has been discharged. When we are saying this, it will just be like someone is dragging back. He has been discharged before now. We should not be here. In a country, these things that is currently happening should not happen. Nnamdi Kanu should not still be in the DSS custody if we know what we are doing. You understand? Now, they are now begging the government to release him like he has not been discharged by court. So the matter just gets us a bit. Meanwhile, the counsel to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Aloy Ejimako, has said the Supreme Court ruling on the 15th December 2023 was enough to release Nnamdi Kanu. Aloy Ejimako said the Kanu fled away from Nigeria when he was granted bail because the federal government of Nigeria failed in his responsibility. He said Kanu was in custody of the law as upheld by the Supreme Court ruling and was obeying his bail condition until the invasion of his home by security agencies. It is not wrong for anybody to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ought to be free on the basis of the 15th December 2023 judgment of the Supreme Court because, despite remitting the case for trial, the court also held that Kanu was on bail and therefore in custody of the law when his home was illegally invaded by heavily armed military officers of the appellant, causing him to flee from his home and the country to secure his life, Ejimako wrote on his X, formerly Twitter handle. Ejimako said the call by Peter Obi, a former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, for Kanu's release was right, as the court had upheld that IPOB leader's detention was unconstitutional. The former governor of Anambra State, in his Onitsha home, called on President Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. Obi said the continued detention of the IPOB leader against court ruling was against the rule of law. The IPOB Leaders Council added that Reno Omokri's attack on Peter Obi was malicious, lie and hate campaign against Ndi Igbo. Ejimako published the 15th December 2023 Supreme Court ruling on Kanu's bail. He wrote, Kanu was on bail and therefore in custody of the law when his home was illegally invaded by heavily armed military officers of the appellant, causing him to flee from his home and the country to secure his life. In the face of such an attack, it was responsible for him to flee to secure his life and physical well-being That is what any normal and reasonable human being would do in that circumstances to preserve his life and physical well-being. It is glaring that the consequences of that attack were intended or foreseeable. This is not arguable. The appellant officials knew that the invasion of the respondent's home caused him to turn away to secure his life and physical well-being. Yet, during proceedings in the pending criminal case against him, they applied that his bail be revoked, that a warrant for his arrest be issued, and the sureties forfeit their respective bail bond, and that is the trial in his absence. He ordered because he had jumped bail and he is not in court to stand his trial, but they knew that their legal actions made it impossible for the respondent to be in court for his trial. In a situation such as this one, where the prosecution has taken extrajudiciary actions against the defendant in a pending criminal case brought by it and made it impossible for the defendant who is on bail to be in court for his or her trial, it is wrong to treat such a defendant as having jumped bail in the sense that he is running from prosecution or running to avoid prosecution in the pending criminal case in respect of which he was granted bail. The respondent did not intentionally and knowingly fail to appear in court. It was therefore wrong and malicious for the appellant that had case the respondent to flee from his home and country to secure his life, and that he had therefore caused his unavoidable absence from court to inform and thereby deceived the trial court that the respondent had jumped bail. Well, let's not just speak plenty English here. They know what they are doing. You understand? And then they talk, say, everything gets expiring date. I think this is the time. It's all their actions and whatever and everything have already expired. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming home. So guys, let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you and bye for now.